hitches.
Small technical hitches. Yes, indeed. There we go. But we're here. How you doing?
Good, thank you. Not too bad.
Thanks for putting it off. Sorry I couldn't make it last night. It all got right down to the wire.
As they do, it always does.
Always does. You're a deadline junkie, aren't you?
Yes.
Have you learned anything in your
year?
No.
Always leave it, and then you always think, why didn't I do it when I had lots of time? Why do I just leave it right to the end, and then your computer doesn't work?
Yes, exactly.
But it's absolutely fine when you've got time. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
The moment you want to start doing it, there's no, I'm not going to do it now.
Yeah, I know, and God, there is nothing like a deadline to crank up the pressure, is there? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh,
yes.
It's
dangerous for my equipment because it tends to get thrown around.
That is the trigger, isn't it? That's frequently the trigger, isn't it?
Oh yeah, totally.
A deadline and it's the same with parenting. You know, if you can take the deadline out of the situation. I remember we used to, there used to be frequent fights trying to get the kids to school on time. And at some point I just said, you know what, I'd rather you all got to school late and we didn't have this, so we'll go when you're ready.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of slip ups, but then we had about 4 years of pleasant going to school, with no drama. It was so much better. Yeah. It's time is a vicious thing.
Yeah. Yes.
But anyway, the deadline was 11:59. You have to upload. There's this thing on there. I don't know if you use Blackboard with schools.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but yeah, it's like Jigsaw and all that lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And there's a part of that called log it in or something. That you have to upload something to that, and it timestamps it and gives you an email. And the deadline was 11:59 last night, and our timestamp was 12:00.
Oh no!
This morning at midnight. Oh, what can you do though?
So does that mean you'll get penalised? Surely not.
That would be really, really painful, wouldn't it? But them's the rules. So it's like. Yeah. That's the thing about a deadline, isn't it? Like, oh, it's only 1 minute late, but why didn't you just do it all 1 minute earlier?
Yeah. But maybe there'll be flexible technical hitches.
Yeah, maybe they will. We will find out I'll report back when we do find out. Yeah. But yeah, it was really nice finishing that off.
Well, I had another moment of. It seems that my computer's age is constantly reminding me now. So I was talking to my friend about he's really good, and he does it quite simply, and he uses the loudness meter.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Hello? No? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, sorry. Yeah. Your computer's age.
Yeah. So he does it. He masters quite easy. He uses a beautiful Ampex mastering tape thing, which is gorgeous from UAD, and then an adaptive limiter and the loudness meter. And you set the loudness meter at minus, I think it's a 12, which is the same as 0 or something, somewhere. Anyway, and I thought, oh, that's great. So I went to my Logic. Is there a loudness meter on my version? Of course not.
No.
Oh. It's just too old, you see, and I can't say anything. It's on the newest one, like everything, all the newer stuff. It's fine. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. I'm not that bothered, but it's just like I keep finding things I haven't got.
Yeah. Yeah, and at some point,
simple things.
Yeah.
I know. I have to take the plunge, but I've decided with Ozone.
Yeah.
I am going to put it on my iMac, my other one, my
Right.
office one,
Right.
and I'm going to master. But I have to use, all I can use is headphones.
Right. Okay. Well, that'll
But
give
I've
you
read a
another.
few articles,
Yeah.
and
That's all
people
right.
say it's not the crime. It's not the, as long as you keep referencing it, you sort of do a mix and then play it on your stereo and play it
Yeah.
on things, and then
Yeah.
just wait until, because and anyway, this friend of mine, he said he masters quite regularly on headphones because he has to, because sometimes you're not given a choice. You can't have it blaring out
No.
because you disturb people.
It's much easier to get a consistent listening environment with headphones.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Give it a
We'll
go.
see.
See. Yeah. 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 Okay. So you're going to give that a go. That will give you the you'll get the meters then. I mean, Ozone 5's probably got the meters. There's a bunch of other plugins that have got
Yeah, I know. I'm sure I've got it
decent
somewhere.
meters on them. Yeah, but
I don't know. I still can't decide though, Dan. It's only because they're tempting with such a good offer. It's how they get you.
I know.
And portals. Their portals are the way now. They've all got one.
Yeah.
Their little app. And it makes it, so the isotope app, it's beautiful. It's got this little spinny thing all over it. Hello, Philip. Hello.
Mm.
Do you want to see your offers? Well, of course I do. Click your
Don't mind if
loyalty
I
offers.
do. We'll take
And
care
there's
of that.
loads of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's nothing now because I'm in with my special portal. You just go by. I mean, you don't have to do nothing. It just goes loads and ready to go.
Yeah.
None of this iLock rubbish or,
Yeah. So frictionless.
I'm a valued customer now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
it's a tricky one. I'm just worried that it's just another box of tricks out of hundreds of boxes of tricks that I've got already. It does look very nice, though. It's your fault. You showed me it. I was unaware it existed until I saw your lovely graphs.
Let's be clear. What your that is a 75 quid purchase.
Yeah, instead of 400 and something.
No, instead of 3 grand, 4 grand, which is the other thing on the table at the moment.
Oh, well, you mean the upgrade, the whole shebang?
You've got to be careful.
But that's not on the that can't be on the agenda, I'm afraid.
Good, right?
The effing virus.
Yeah.
I'm not making any money. I've got no.
Yeah.
And it's more like 5, but I have been looking at things I could sell.
Yes. Well, and that's good.
The list is ever growing.
Good.
The organelle. You know my little organelle?
Yes. Yeah.
I never use it now.
No.
I loved it. I did, and it did well. I think and I could get about 300 quid for that.
eBay. No.
eBay
or Reverb. Do you go on Reverb ever?
No, I've seen it. I bought my drum on Reverb.
Yeah.
My floor tom.
Yeah.
40 quid. It's lovely.
Yeah, it is lovely. Yeah. But yeah, simpler life, Phil. I mean, that's priceless. Simpler life.
What, are you saying Ozone wouldn't give me a simpler life?
No, it's not. And it's going to make your life more complicated.
Oh, come on, Dan. I thought you'd be going, go on, Phil, get it. You need it.
No,
that's no more jarring. Oh, look, they're like water. That's worth 70 quid in itself.
I haven't got that. Yeah, it was the demo. I just showed you the demo.
Oh, gosh. So you hadn't even shelled out the cash?
No way. No, and I don't need that complexity in my life. I mean, I enjoyed looking at it, but I put it back in the box. And
there's 2 words that are really tempting me. Tonal balance.
Tonal balance. Yeah.
Got me. I'm obsessed.
Really?
Oh.
But I mean, have you Googled it or done anything? Because there's probably, 7 DIY methods of doing exactly the same thing.
I know, but come on, Dan.
No.
It's not industry standard. That's another 2 words that I like.
Game changer.
Game changer. industry standard, smooth metering.
Smooth meeting.
Uh,
Ballistics.
yeah, awesome. They use that a lot.
Do
It's
they?
awesome, man. In the videos I've watched, funnily enough,
Customizable.
sponsored by Isotope, completely unbiased.
Yeah.
And they have some producer who's worked, so he uses it all the time. I go, yeah, right.
They do have a lot of great people who's prepared to give them good sound bites.
Yeah.
That's for sure. They're one of the few companies still. I mean, have you noticed, Phil? Have you noticed how the whole plug-in industry has gone down the drain in the last couple of years? I mean,
Yeah, the
when
smaller ones, yeah, there's no hope.
when I started this game, plugins were regularly over a couple of £100 a plugin. Easy.
Oh, yeah.
Everything was over
Yeah,
a
yeah,
couple of
yeah,
hundred
yeah.
quid. Nowadays, they've kept that sticker price on, but frankly, if they can get over 50 quid for anything, they are laughing.
Yeah,
I'm sure they are
but
all
UAD,
struggling so hard.
no, I don't know. UAD do tend to have a lot of sales.
They've got a hardware. A lot of the plug-in people are trying to go hardware
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of this crazy desire people have for hardware. I mean, if you the
No, I'm a bit of a hard. I like the hardware.
uh, yeah,
I mean,
the
you
what are they
can't beat a
called?
nice preamp.
Those little rack things. You
Oh,
know, you know
yeah.
what I mean. Lunch boxes and
Oh, yeah. Love them.
all of that.
APIs. Ooh,
Yeah, all of
yummy.
that.
Gorgeous. Game changer. Look, Dan, look at this beauty. Yeah.
All those all those tiny Korg synths and samplers and
Yeah.
all of that stuff that's coming out. The Arturia, the micro brew and even Behringer are getting in on it, aren't they? Yes. What's that?
Golden Age. Look at
Golden
that.
Age. Yeah.
Beautiful. Absolutely. It is beautiful.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful. Can you hear it?
Yes. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely silent. No, as in
those
you
those
drive it and it's like it's beautiful, it's crisp, clear, it's gorgeous with vocals. Seriously, you absolutely can.
hmm. Well, for that, we need to test. So I'm going to put that down on the list of
God.
things.
No, you can't
Yeah,
slag it off me golden age.
I'm not slagging it off.
You're
I'm
going in with a
skeptical.
cynic's mind.
I'm skeptical. I'm not going to take that. I'm not a skinnick. Uh, so much as I tell you what I did do. All these years I've been very skeptical about cables.
Right.
I
Yeah,
bought
I'm with you on that.
I
Yeah.
bought a 20 quid guitar cable
Yeah.
and I can hear it.
Yeah.
I can hear the difference between that and my normal cable.
God, 20 quid, that's quite cheap.
I think it took a lot. It's very short. It's only this long.
Yeah.
No, it's not very long. You couldn't use it on stage. Yeah,
No,
it's only probably about
me.
5 feet,
Yeah.
5 feet long. But and I really researched, the right cable and whatnot, and blah blah blah. But bought it. But uh, really, if I really listen hard, I recorded the same thing. I think I reamped it, so there was nothing going on there, and I really listened. And the other one, definitely there was a little bit more on the top end. It was a little crisper. You could just,
Yeah.
most of my guitaring, no point because I'm not playing anything that it's got anything of interest in that little bit. But
Yeah.
if you were, you know, it definitely was there, and I was amazed because I always thought, those people who, oh yeah, man, yeah, I've got my gold tip guitar
Yeah,
cables.
yeah, yeah. And you always
I
saw
can
it,
really
yeah.
tell the difference. There you go, they can.
What about
So,
strings?
oh yeah, put a new post. But my strings, I only change
No,
them when they're rusty.
yeah, but no, but the maker strings.
I know, no.
Are you? Because I'm a bit of an elixir man.
Are you?
Yeah, and they are expensive, but they are amazing, and they last for ages. They don't snap.
Yeah, yeah,
They're good,
yeah, yeah,
whether they've got this nano web coating and whatever they call it, and these
yeah.
who knows, probably.
No,
But I like them. But they're expensive.
of course. Yeah,
But
but
they sound great to me, and I use the same gauge, the same, have done for years.
do you know the brand? Do you know the model?
Elixir, well, who make them? God, who make them?
Oh, I just Google it. Hang on. I thought that was the name of
ELMXIR.
uh
Nano Web Technology.
Elixir guitar strings.
I think
There we
it's,
go. That's the brand.
yeah.
That's the brand, but
Other ones, yes.
what's the
Nano Web.
model? Oh,
Nano
the
Web.
Nano Web. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the one.
sorry.
£7.
Yeah, they're not all that, are they?
Hang on, they can't be. That's different ones.
Strings direct. Well, that could be for one string. Have you ever
Yeah.
done that? Got that's a bargain. Bought it. You got one string in the
No, I
post.
used to buy a lot of G strings, just because they used to snap all the time.
Did they?
Yeah, but that was that was before I found the Elixir.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
it's about £16.
Elixir Nano Web. Yeah, I always do strings direct. I love strings
All
direct.
right.
They're my boys. 12.99 for you. The electric nickel plated Nano Web 10 to 46.
No, that's two. That's two. No, 12 to 52s.
12 to 52s.
Yeah, and not nickel.
Not nickel.
No, they usually about £16.
Right. Yeah. And you reckon they're you can tell the difference.
Yeah, phosphor bronze. They're beautiful,
Phosphor. Yeah, yeah.
stunning.
How often do you change them?
Depends on the guitar, really. I mean, not yeah, maybe 6 months if I'm using it a lot. A year though, I'd say a year, possibly
Yeah.
longer.
Well, I will tell you my main podcast, audio podcast, for people who, you know, nerds who talk about recording audio,
Oh yeah,
is Recording Lounge Podcast. And Kendall, the guy who does that, he is, and he can talk about strings for a whole hour and a half show, no problem.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's fascinating. It's
yeah,
great. But he always, like you said, like everybody says, you start with the player. That's the
yeah.
most
Of course,
important part of the recording chain. But the second most is the strings and the instrument.
yeah,
If you're not putting new strings on before a recording session, you're wasting your money, aren't you? Because
mm.
you're spending all that money on a studio,
Yeah, yeah,
then
yeah. You're right. I mean, I wouldn't put them too soon. I'd give them a couple of days.
couple of dates. You see, I
Yeah,
think he does it. He will string
that
them up
suits you,
right
don't
before
they?
the
Oh
show.
no, no, no.
Go out of tune a lot. Do they like
Yeah,
that?
tune,
Or
and they're just a bit bright. They haven't sped it in. They're a bit
yeah, 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 yeah.
twangy. They're not good when you first. No, you wouldn't want it brand new. You want,
No.
yeah, nearly new. Couple of days playing for a bit.
Right. Play them
Then,
in for a bit, and then you've got you get used to them as well, don't you? You get
yeah,
used to the tone and the sound and whatnot. Right. Then you play them. Yeah. And then obviously you've got your microphone. That's important.
oh,
But
we did a
I
whole
mean
show
that's
on
the recording
microphones.
chain. But then the playback chain. You've obviously your speakers are going to be crucial to actually hear what's going on. So
Yeah,
your monitors are going to be in
yeah.
that mix. And
The room,
then
though, the size of your room, that's crucial.
oh well, especially well obviously if you're recording any acoustic type of instrument,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
it's going to
this
be
room is crap. I mean, this is just a great big boom box.
yeah, yeah. you're really battling you're really battling right from the off there.
Yeah.
Have you I mean yeah, no, you love where you live though, don't you?
Well, no, I mean, I intend to move and have my beautiful studio. That's the plan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
imagine
proper brick built.
yeah, Yeah.
bigger, about 4 times the size. So I found a house actually with planning permission, with
Yeah.
a field and everything, but it was in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, to have a brick built
Yeah.
proper with a, and not a line, but a space. So there's space.
Mm.
Here, whenever I do anything, I fall
Mm.
over.
Mm.
My chair, I'm constantly. It's got those wheels on it, which is great, but it's always rolling over. Well, so I damage my wires and my things.
Yeah.
So you have to sit really still, and I have to get up really carefully, and I
Yeah.
trip over and bang my head, and to have a sort of space where I set it all up. So I've got a sort of recording bit and a nice performing space.
Yeah. Beautiful.
With
Be
a
fantastic.
carpeted for
Carpet.
carpeted
Carpet.
floor.
Yeah.
So that because I've got a wooden floor in here, which is stupid.
No, rugs on the floor.
Yeah.
Rugs on the floor, but a wooden floor.
Yeah,
so
wooden floor with some rugs.
You can roll them up if you want a bit of a liver
Yeah,
sound.
and then a big settee to sort of sit back.
Yeah.
And a balcony. I want a balcony outside so you can stand and sort of.
Yeah. Or how about one of those, those Aussie sort of things where they veranda,
decking,
decking,
2 chairs in it, so.
And the roof going over, carrying on after the house, so that you can sit out there.
And a door that opens, that'd be really nice.
Oh, imagine. Yeah, imagine. And
I can't open the door, that's a simple thing, just a door that I can just unlock and it opens.
And it opens, yeah. You could have your speakers, a foot or 2 away from the wall, and then your desk, so it's not all, you're not just rammed right up against the reflective surface.
That's the dream. So yes, but so that's the plan. Wonky Door will be reimagined.
And what's the time frame for that?
I'd like to think within 2 years now. But
within 2 years?
Yeah, all my friends in Wales have reminded me that I've been saying this for 30 years.
Yeah.
That I'll come back to Wales. I want to go back. I want to, and I do love Greenwich. I love my little patch.
Yeah.
But I think it's time.
I mean, I'd miss you, but then I don't come and see you that often, do I?
Exactly, and I'll be coming back down to London quite a lot. Hopefully work will start again.
Yeah, maybe it will.
You never know. And
Do you think it would have much of an impact on your work? Would the commutes be more arduous?
Well, if I lived in Wales?
Yeah.
No, it's similar.
Yeah.
I tend to work a lot in Wales, Midlands,
yeah,
Liverpool, Northeast,
yeah,
Southwest, and London. It doesn't matter. It's just the other way.
Yeah.
I like driving. I quite like my time driving. And if it's more than 4 hours, I get the train.
Yeah.
I tend to have a 4-hour limit of drive. If it's 4 hours away, that's okay. If it's further, just get a train.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and I'm enjoying. I mean, I've nearly, as I was coming to get my I don't like calling it lockdown album, but the work I've been doing in the lockdown. So I've got now an album, and I've just tried just before we talked. Again, something that Eels do a lot, and I've never done it. And I've had this plug-in for ages. It's just a distortion pedal, cheap, put a vocal through it. Sounds amazing. And when you just think, why? It's because it's an angry song, and I've just put a little touch, and suddenly it sounds like kick out.
Yeah. God, yeah.
I've put phasers on things. I've gone berserk. It's great, and it just sounds. Because I'm just doing everything. I'm just throwing caution to the wind. It's loads of distorted guitars.
How liberating!
Rock and roll.
Can't wait.
And there's some stuff that's quite Nick Cavey, because I love Nick Cave, and I've sort of, So I think, and I'm just thinking about a new studio. I think it would give me a lease of life to sort of try different things, because what you got to lose? Just go for it.
Well, absolutely. You've only got to please yourself, haven't you?
Well, I've uploaded the EP to the BBC.
Oh, well done.
Yes, I did all that. But funnily enough, I typed in, so I did it all, and I got an email saying we've listened to it, and yeah, hold your horses. We're not saying we're going to play it, but blah blah blah. It's probably stuff. And they said we've listened to your track, All This Faces. I bloody put a typo, hadn't I? I thought,
Oh no,
nothing right.
Philip.
It's all right. I changed it. I mean, the actual MP3 says All Those Faces. But in filling in the stupid little form, because the thing is, they said genre, right? And they went through, I think we talked about this.
Yeah.
The choices, the only choice I had was folk.
Yeah.
It's not indie rock. It's not hip hop, classical.
No. I know.
Because of that, it then determines who they send it to. And you think, well.
I know. And they have to do that. But why
don't they put acoustic? Because it's not folk. It's folky, but it's not folk.
No, God, no, it's not folk.
Right. So, I mean, it's going to the Late Junction, which I like that show, Radio 3. So I might get a chance on that. And then
I've not listened to that one.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Radio 3, 11 o'clock. Is it every night or I can't remember. I didn't know they have some really good, quite sort of different things. You know, some are sort of. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. Really varied. Good.
The Late Junction.
Late Junction. I think it's called Late Junction. Yeah, Late Junction. Late Junction. Radio 3.
Good stuff. Yeah, I will put that.
It might be on there. And Bob Harris, Radio 2.
Yeah.
And he quite likes us. He's played us before, so. But you know, who knows?
And is that just a page that anyone can upload?
Yeah, BBC Introducing.
BBC Introducing.
Yeah. And you put so you could go there and you sign everything up. You get your page. So I've now got a page.
Yeah.
With all my details, and I'm allowed 2 tracks a month, of which I intend to use.
Oh, good man.
I'm going to bash them, and I'm going to put different postcodes in. Because they say, where do you live? So I'm London, so it's all like, yeah, London, man. But if I put Wales, there'll be different shows that might be a bit more open.
Right, yeah. Give it a go. So, and can you do different genres for each?
Yeah, I mean, I can just put
You're not pigeonholed.
No, and then I can change.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, you just got to keep trying that. So, I mean, it doesn't, you know, and I got through, I reconnected with PRS as well. That was quite fun.
Excellent.
And
did the money cascade onto your shoulders?
Yeah, well, it said, do you want to check your royalties? And I did for April. It said, no, sorry, nothing. Oh, great. I thought, well, you know, I knew that. I can rub it in. Why can't they have something a bit gentler, right? There's nothing. You know, there's nothing. What are you doing? Go away. And so why do they say check your royalties?
Do you want to check your royalties?
Why don't they just say don't bother checking your royalties? You haven't got any. This is it. And I was thinking, I can't wait. I'll ring Dan. You know, guess what? There's 20 grand. You've got nothing.
It's Apple send me an audience report every month.
Yeah.
And it's like, my audience.
Oh, yeah.
0.
Yeah. Oh,
right. Maybe just filter those ones out, you know. Just don't bother sending me that if it's 0. I'm not interested in 0. What am I going to look at? Oh, I wonder what the segmentation's like then.
Yeah.
You know, what's the gender bias?
Yeah, of 0.
It's 0.
The other thing I really hate, the other thing that really pisses me off is how many people didn't finish the track? Why do I want to know that? How many people left after a minute? Most of them. Let me believe 17,000 people listened without telling me that 16,900 of them left after 4 seconds. Why?
Yeah, it's not good.
Why do they do that?
Why do they tell you that? I mean, sure, if you want to dig in and find out, great, but
why do you want to know? These lot didn't really like it.
Bit of sensitivity is required here. We're artists.
Yeah, so they could say 17,000 people have listened. That's great. Thank you.
Stop.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Leave it there, and then I can go around going, I've got 17,000 fans.
Yeah, exactly.
I can believe it.
Exactly.
Go to bed thinking I've got 17,000 fans.
Yeah.
I've made no money, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Not most of them think you're crap. So it's just worse then.
It is.
It means you've got 17,000 people who can't be asked.
Yeah. No, they've made an
month
active decision
to not be asked. A month. Every bloody month. More
At least-
people can't
At
be
least
asked.
with my 0, you know,
Yes.
nobody's turned me down. They just don't know about me. I'm a hidden gem. You're a rusty old nail.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
people
No,
chucked
actually,
away.
no. I'm making that 17,000. It is a bit more. It's not quite as bad as that. But I'm just saying, it's just you don't really want to know the unfinished. And Vimeo's worse. I mean, Christ almighty, you put an educational video up. So if they haven't finished, it means that, they really. And actually, yeah, it's like, it's good, but you just think, well, why do I want to know about the people who didn't even bother to finish?
Yeah. Yeah.
What does that tell me?
Yeah, it's way too harsh. It's like it's like those office lighting, isn't it, compared to a candle? You want the candle, you want the soft glow flickering on your curves, not the harsh fluorescent glare.
But which is global as well. It's like, so globally, so it's quite nice on Spotify. It's all these countries, right? That's all I want to know.
Yeah.
There's only one person there.
Yeah. No.
Why? Just say there's people in Australia like you. Great. Not there's one. In the whole of Australia. Only one. And one in Poland. And one in Gdansk. And you just think, just say Gdansk, Poland, then I can sleep in the heady knowledge that I have international fans. Not one international fan.
So I've got to go.
Oh, mid-whinge.
Well, no, I think we'd run its course a few minutes ago. I think we killed that one.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. It's an important topic.
It is.
Thank you ever so much for taking the time. Maybe you want to play us out with your jingle that you've written.
Oh, I haven't written it.
Oh, come on. You're going to make one up.
What will we call it? The Phil and Dan show? Danny.
Phil and Danny show.
No.
Make it at least look like you've given it a week's worth of thought.
Oh, sorry. Phil and I can't do a jingle.
Next week, okay? Or
Phil and Danny show. Phil and Danny show. Phil and Danny show.
All right. Thank you very much, Phil. Love you.
Next Thursday?
Next Thursday, for real.
Right. See you soon.
Peace out.
Bye.